how could we do a Bible story but make it interesting for Zoomers? Oh, Clarence is hanging out with Jesus, and Clarence is like, Lord have mercy, you ain't got no drip, baby. At first, I didn't care about the writer's strike, but now I do. Because the writer's strike is all that stands between us and another season of Disney's She-Hulk.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
The show's so bad that the writer only received $365 in residuals because no one was watching the show on repeat, other than the writers themselves. Shocked by this realistic turn of events, the writer ran to the internet to complain about fair wages and pay. Ugh, I don't get enough for this great show I created that most people that watched didn't really care about. But frankly, if you get paid to make this show, you're probably grossly overpaid. Because She-Hulk was an absolute slog. I regret watching that instead of the Rings of Power. Lest we forget, Disney was banking on She-Hulk so hard that the idea of She-Hulk and Jennifer Walters becoming an Avenger was pretty much on everybody's lips. Disney was ready to pull the trigger, but soon that idea was scrapped after hype for it died faster than Boogie's chances with a woman and no monetary transaction in the mix.
Money, please! Money, please.
Let's not forget that the lead actress for She-Hulk was calling out Bob Iger for some sort of crap I can't even remember, but frankly, if I was her, I would not be pissing in the boss's Cheerios, if you know what I mean. Her career, not exactly kicking ass. And you're like, your career probably sucks too. And I'd say, takes one to know one, baby.
Most of you watching are gonna go, the f is that? That's what you deserve. This is who I am. A clown!
New rumors states that Marvel Studios is beginning developing the second season of Disney Plus's She-Hulk Attorney at Law, post-strikes.
They never let the strikes in. The first She-Hulk was a horror show.
The second season of She-Hulk Attorney at Law is rumored to be moving forward at Marvel Studios.
How many times are you gonna write that?
According to trusted scooper, My Times to Shine Hello?
On X, formerly of Twitter? Wow. Who owns it? Why don't you tell me more like standardized stuff I know? Basically, they ain't gonna develop anything after the damn writer's strike that no one cares about. The writer's strike is going on, everybody's cool. When we thought UPS was gonna strike, everybody got a little worried. Then the writer's like, you need to support us. Then go f yourself. Why don't you write something good for a change? The writer's strike reminds me of a bad street musician. Except the only difference is they actually get to work at some place prestigious. And it's the same thing. The street musician plays something you don't think is that great, and then they berate you and tell you you're trash and they hate you and you suck. You want to pay for this? This is art, you know. And it's like, is it really? Is it really? If it was that good, maybe other people would care about this. Get the hell out of my way, buddy.
First season of She-Hulk was released on a weekly basis on Disney Plus from August to October of 2022, focusing on Bruce Banner's cousin, Jennifer Walters.
Well, you know, it is about She-Hulk. It's in the title.
A single 30-something, close to 40, attorney who also happens to be a green 6'7" super-powered Hulk.
Whoa, really? I didn't know that. The show is called She-Hulk, but I thought it was going to be something else.
She-Hulk's first season ended with more than one dangling plot thread.
Yeah, because the show sucked.
Meaning that there will be no shortage of storylines for season 2.
The show was about nothing. It's hard to remember She-Hulk, but there's like one standout episode where she's like going out on dates and she picks the best looking guy to hook up with as She-Hulk. Then he sees her in her normal form, which is like the equivalent of hooking up with a chick at a club and she's got makeup and stuff on, and then you see her the next day and she looks nothing like she did the night before, right? You've been there. And he's just kind of like, whoa, what the f is this? And he bails out and he ghosts her. And he's the jerk though. And we just ignore the fact that literally she did the same thing to dudes she wasn't interested in. So it's kind of the same sort of hypocrisy you'd actually expect in real life. So maybe that's good writing, or maybe the writers didn't even realize what type of douchebags they were.
And show's head writer Jessica Gao previously revealed that she knows where to take the Jade Giantess next.
You could take it anywhere because the show's about nothing. It means nothing. It's about nothing. They just do whatever. One of the villains was Doomcock. They made a villainous group of balding men that wore Doomcock masks. It's like, what? I bet Kathleen Kennedy loved that episode.
Quality.
She-Hulk star claims Disney CEO slams Disney CEO on strike. That's what's amazing. She's taking a hot dump on Bob Iger, who literally, she should be kissing this dude's ass because Bob Iger's bad decision making has led to a show like She-Hulk existing. Not to be an asshole, but really, I don't even know this chick's name, and you don't know either. The only people who do know are probably losers on Twitter. And you're right, I said it. The fact that Iger makes these bad decisions and greenlights these horrible shows is why she's working. If she was so amazing, talented, interesting, charismatic, and so on and so forth, she'd be doing more than She-Hulk. Literally, she did She-Hulk, had another show in the works. I guess they filmed some of it and went, whoa, this really stinks. And they canceled it before it even saw the light of day. They literally Batgirled her next show. Nobody says nothing. And we're sitting here with this. Like, why? The first season was so bad. It was painful. Bro, I have She-Hulk comics that are CGC graded. After She-Hulk dropped, they all lost value. WandaVision, right? That comes out. Mephisto is mentioned or put in it. I haven't even watched it because I don't care because I'm angry at that show. And it was good enough to where the Silver Surfer first run comics all went up in value. Before, I could have got an 8.0 Silver Surfer #1 for around $1,000. Now you can't move one for under $3. Thanks a lot, Disney. Meanwhile, all my rare She-Hulk comics that were sought after are now worth half the price. Thanks a lot, Disney.